Okay, so we are waking up pretty early, day one, and we gotta get this challenge underway. My plans for today are going to be to plow all the fields, probably connecting a few of them together. But I'm just not sure exactly how. I'll take a closer look once I get down. You know what, actually? I'm looking at my map, and I don't want to just make one big field or anything like that. I kind of want to break them down and be able to plant different things if one of my crops are closer to reaching the goal. So I'm thinking about merging field 9, 12, and 15 together. Merging 8, 11, and 14 in a strip there. Doing the same with 7, 10, and 13. Now I don't know if I want to merge, you know what, I'll merge 6 and 5 together, 4 and 3 together, and then I'll just leave, I'll leave 1 and 2 by themselves. I'm really interested to see what the first yield on those are going to be. Because realistically, depending on how the first yield goes, mind you, the first yield might even be a little short depending on how my environmental score is. But after that first yield, next August or whenever the crops are ready, it's really going to dictate how much more I need to expand. I'm definitely open to making more of a grass field in the chicken coop. There's a ton of area free there. And maybe adding another kind of random field somewhere in behind the solar panels, and maybe completely within that small dome there. So plowing, get all my lights on. Okay, so we're all hooked up. Now let's go plow and make some new fields. The thing about this map is that I can kind of always just have my implements on and implements open, wide open map. It should all work out nicely. Now one change I do want to make real quick is I do want to change these settings. I want to make that, yeah, this direction. I think heading is what I want, and then okay, perfect. Sure. Yeah. These fields aren't exactly straight, but that's okay. Oh, now I want to turn ratio. Perfect. We'll tie that together. Now, the reason I decided to go with the fields that I mentioned before and why I want to connect them is because I still want to strip. Something that allows me to have my autonomous robot out right beside the field. Roll around. This time. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of plowing that needs to get done. I will get it done and I'll see you guys once it's all done, or mostly done at least. Okay, so while I was plowing my first field, the top field, pull it up real quick. While I was plowing the top strip, which is fields 9, 12, and 15, I realized something. It's already September, and realistically, plowing takes a very long time. Now, why I bring up it being September already is because we're running out of time. I have 6 crops that I need to harvest, and I'm not used to starting in August or September now with absolutely nothing ready to harvest or plant. So while I was doing my first field, I was like, I'm falling behind and I need to get some wheat in the ground. So what I did is I skipped plowing fields 8, 11, and 14, and then I plowed 7, 10, and 13, which is essentially what I'm going to call the bottom strip, or like the lower strip. Now, I've roughed out all of my fields. All of my fields are the shape that they want them. And all I have to do is, I guess, start planting. But before I start planting, I need to plow, pick up stones, and then seed, followed by liming and fertilizing. So what I'm doing right now is I am plowing this, what I'm going to call top cube. Since the fields naturally are, I think, like 50 by 100. Essentially, they're twice as long as they are tall. And since there's only a little strip between the 2 fields, I've kind of termed the top 3 fields to be top strip, middle strip, lower strip. I then have the top cube, which is fields 5 and 6, and then the lower cube, which is 5 and 4, and then I'm just going to call field 1 and 2 like regular boxes. So top box, lower box. And I feel like that's going to be a good way for me to save all of my horse plays, all of my GPS routes. But I do need to start getting 2 fields ready. Now, this also brings me to kind of my next point. I need to figure out which crop is going to be going in all of these fields. Now, since I already feel behind the ball here, I need to pick it up. How I plan on doing that is probably not putting grass in any of these main fields, at least not for now. I gotta figure out after my first harvest where my grass is gonna go. But for now, grass is gonna be going side by side to my animals. Hopefully those 4 animal pens, and if needed, that 5th dome over there. Hopefully there's enough land, usable land, to plant enough grass that I can harvest pretty quickly over and over again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up plowing this field. I don't even know why I'm plowing this field. So I can have my AI robot plow this field. I'm then going to swap over, have the AI robot, which as of now is still named AI robot, the autonomous robot. But so far I'm leaning towards calling him Marty. You know, we're on Mars. I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty, but I think Marty is a good name for our autonomous tractor. I'm going to put Marty on that middle strip, plowing. I'm going to pick stones off of the lower strip and then this field here, the top cube. Because I need to order seeds. I'm going to order a ton of seeds, a ton of fertilizer. I'll probably place that order once I'm stone picking. Because tomorrow, September, we gotta catch that wheat window. Now, for the 6 crops that I plan to harvest, I plan to harvest wheat. I feel like it's a good crop that has a lot of purpose. You can make flour, and then flour can be turned into a lot of things on Mars. I then plan to plant and harvest oats. Now, oats, you know, good cereal. It's a solid, hearty meal. You can use it a lot. Yeah, and I want to set these guys up. I want to set them up to have not just all sorts of root crops. Like, I should be able to harvest 1 million root crops pretty easily, whether it be potatoes, sugar beets, things like that. But I want to give them a solid diversity of food. So I will plant oats. Now that needs to be planted in around March or April. I'll also, at that same time, give them sunflowers. Sunflowers can be turned into a tasty snack, and it can also be used to make sunflower oil, and we have a oil mill already on the planet. I'll then try to plant corn in April or May, and then the last 2 of the 6 crops, I'm gonna try to go for potatoes. Now, I can plant potatoes, but I don't have anything to harvest them with. So what I could do, especially for my first or second potato harvest, depending on how money goes, is I could try to lease or borrow a potato harvester from the other colony. Now, if that's not possible, I'll probably wait till year 5, year 6, maybe even year 10 of 20 to go ahead and purchase and get shipped my own potato harvester. Additionally, the last crop that I'm looking to plant and harvest is sugarcane. Now, sugarcane obviously is a great source of sugar, pretty healthy, and it also grows in abundance. And I only need to plant it, I think, once, and it grows 3 times over before needing to be replanted. So, depending on how far along I am with the other million of my 4 or 5 other crops, I might be able to turn the 2 cubes into sugarcane fields. But once again, like the potato situation, it means that I'm going to have to figure out my finances for either borrowing forage harvester for a month during crop harvest, or waiting long enough down the road until I can afford my own harvester machine. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll finish this up and I'll get my autonomous robot on the middle strip. I'll jump onto stone picking and I'll pick these. Probably gonna have to end up working throughout the night on my first full day here on Mars, but once again, it's just one of those things that I kind of just have to do. I'm not used to starting up in August with a ton of empty fields, but it is what it is, I suppose. Part of the challenge, part of the grind, and part of the fun. I'll catch you later once I have these fields finished and I'm starting stone picking. Okay, so that is all the plowing I need done on like the mandatory wheat is going in those fields tomorrow. I'm gonna drop this plow over at this field. Set them right here. And then I'm going to dart over, jump in the autonomous, get that over here, start that plowing. Because the other thing is plowing takes forever. Forever. Holy. I've been plowing all day. From sunup at like 8 a.m. till now to just after 6 p.m. It's crazy. Where are my... This is just plowed, nothing in it, I can cross it. Yeah, I've been plowing forever. So I need to start using my autonomous tractor's help a bit more often. And get him to work. While I'm here, let's hook up to this guy. Now let's jump to autonomous. Okay, so I guess they don't need tons of light because they don't have eyes, per se. They're just going off of a reset track. This guy doesn't have 360 lighting, so that'll be better. Let's get this autonomous working. Yeah. I'm already positioned for counterclockwise. Keep these sharp. see what that looks like. Oh, I wanna, to help him turn, I wanna skip, rows to skip, 1 row. Needs to be repaired. No way. Don't repair. Let's try that again. Oh, come on. Okay, we have to figure this out. Okay, let's slide. I'm not sure why the autonomous needs to be repaired. I'll have a look into that. Maybe some type of setting that I missed. But let's get stone picking. Oh man, that's brutal. One setback after another here. Mind you, realistically, I have a ton of time. A little time to get those other fields plowed. But I do need secondary helping hand on these. So if that robot is causing me issues, which right now seems like it is, I might have to another robot. I don't know how that's gonna work. Once again, we'll see. I'll keep you guys in the loop. But for now, stone picking. Please catch those. Not far enough. I'll come back for those. Well, if anything, let's see you guys when we've done this field. Hopefully it's not too late in the night. So as you guys might have noticed, it's raining. It's raining in the dome. And I am struggling. I'm gonna see if I can come at this from the other direction. This is all soft. I'm towing, I don't know how many pounds this would be, but I'm towing a ton of stuff behind me. Engines being used, and I don't know if this is a slight uphill or downhill, but oh, come on. me see if that hasn't. Yeah, this is uphill this way. My floaty tires are not doing a great job. Autonomous is doing a great job. It's trucking through it like nothing else. But we are essentially midnight right now. And I'm looking to call this a day. But I don't want to leave this unfinished. Because tomorrow is seeding day. Just attack it, just attack it. Come on. Oh, I'm so close. I want to get this done before midnight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this here. Let's try switching into the autonomous. See if it has better traction technology. No. No better. See if we can attack it from the other side. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dump the rocks. It might just be too much weight with the current weather conditions. And I was so close, I was really hoping just to cruise on through. But once again, Mars is proving to be challenging. Now, one thing about this rain that makes me worried is that if it's raining inside the dome, it might snow inside the dome. I don't like the idea of snow being inside the dome. I can kind of understand rain, kind of. Maybe there's a rain catching or a moisture catching system on the dome, and for agricultural purposes it gets collected and then dumps back into the dome. I can buy that. What I would have a struggle buying is if it snows outside and the snow somehow manages to get inside. So we'll have to see when December comes. Because if there is snow, I might just have to turn the snow off. Okay, so we are unloaded. Let's fire this up. kidding. Let's try to tackle it the other way. I think there's this direction is a gradual uphill. But worst case scenario, I just won't be able to get the rocks off the side. Tokyo drifted in. This will have to do. I never thought I'd be drifting on my tractor. Yeah, see, $2.5 grand property maintenance? Come on. Okay, well, wasn't able to get this all done before October technically, but it is all done now. It is October, midnight, and I'm gonna call it here. Next month, we will start seeding. Hopefully we don't run into any more rain, because this is not completely flat. But yeah, once again, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please give it a like, comment anything you want to see down below, comment any questions you may have, and I'll try my best to get to all of them. Until then,